What's good, my people? It's your boy Daniel Effects here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, please subscribe, please follow the channel. Today we're going to be doing the prop firm ranking video. We're going to be doing the tier list video, ranking the prop firms from best to worst, from my favorite to least favorite, based off of a different number of variables such as their payouts, their duration, their trading requirements, their trading conditions. Everything is going to be taken into account to give you guys the best possible model or the best possible idea of where you should be getting funded from in 2023. Starting off the video, we're going to have to go for the absolute best of the best, the cream of the crop, good old FTMO. Now, obviously, this had to be S tier, this had to be the top prop firm. It's undeniable. I don't care who you ask. Any serious trader who's actually been in the industry for a decent while now will tell you that FTMO is the best prop firm out there. It's the most reliable. It's been around for the longest, has the biggest payouts, has the most traders to my knowledge. Just overall, it is just the GOAT of prop firms. And FTMO, in my opinion, is the company that really started this whole prop firm bubble. It's like the first company that really made it mainstream, and it's what really caused a lot of these companies to actually be formed and try to compete with FTMO. But FTMO has always been on top, in my opinion. Very, very good trading conditions, very good customer service, instant account credentials. The payouts are very quickly as well. You can request them bi-weekly and actually change your payout date. So they've got a bunch of very, very good aspects. They do currently have a 10 and 5% model, which is a little bit higher than a lot of these down here, but it is FTMO, so you can't really complain. But again, FTMO, S tier, 100%. Now, just beneath that, I would say has to be MMF, MyForexFunds. This is a personal favorite of mine, and the only reason that it's not up here in S tier with FTMO is simply because after you pass your phase 2 and you come onto a live account, you have to wait 30 days for your first payout. Now, for me, that's not really a huge issue. I'll just go into a little bit of profit and stop trading. But if you're a new trader and you've just gotten funded, it's very tempting to continue to trade and try and make profit. And a lot of people actually end up blowing their account before receiving that payout simply because of those 30 minimum trading days. So besides from that, it is also a great prop firm. They have great trading conditions. It's an 8 and 4% profit target for phase 1 and phase 2. So everything is very good, very clean as well. Similar to FTMO, but simply the only thing stopping it from being up here is just that 30 minimum trading days on your phase 3 can be a little bit irritating and just slows down your overall time to actually get paid. Now, taking it the whole way down here to the D tier, we're going to have to put Funding Talent in here. Now, this is not currently a prop firm that's running, but I just thought I'd include this here for the jokes. If you don't know about Funding Talent, this is a prop firm that went bankrupt a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago actually at this point. It's been a while. But it was a very, very popular big prop firm out there. A lot of traders were funded with Funding Talent, and overnight they just went bankrupt. They said, we're not paying you guys out, and I think they paid traders out 25% of profits or something like that. So yeah, it was a whole big scandal, and it kind of it shook the trading industry at the time. But it was pretty funny, especially for me, because I wasn't funded with Funding Talent. I always thought they were a little bit shady, and yeah, that's what happened with those. Now, moving somewhere here to the B tier. B tier, I would have to put in E8 Funding. Now, I know a lot of people are going to come at me in the comments for putting E8 in the middle, but E8 does really have its pros and cons. It did used to be one of my top 3 prop firms, but recently their trading conditions have just gotten a little bit bad. Their spread has gotten a little bit out of hand. The commission is not great as well. But the main benefit behind E8 Funding is simply the 1 minimum trading day. From start to finish, you can get paid within 7 or 8 days. It's 1 minimum trading day on the first 2 phases, and then 1 week for your payout. So it is a very, very quick prop firm, but I think this is mainly targeted towards either traders that are super impatient, who just want to over leverage and do dumb shit, or just really aggressive traders that want to get in, get out kind of vibe in it. So again, not my personal trading style, and I never recommend people to start with E8 Funding, but definitely later on down the line, it is a very, very useful prop firm to have under your arsenal. Now, the funded trader, I would also have to put this in B tier. It is kind of a mid-tier prop firm for me. I've personally never had any funding with the funded trader. I have looked at them a couple of times, but there's never been anything specifically about the funded trader that's made me want to switch prop firms in it. They don't really have a big difference on their phase 1 and phase 2. The payouts are pretty much the same. The percentage split is pretty much the same as a lot of the others. So there's nothing that really stands out about the funded trader. Again, it is a pretty good, reliable prop firm. It's been around for a decent while now. I know various traders who have been paid out by the funded trader. So it is a very good and legit prop firm. But just for me, I just simply don't have that much experience with these guys, and there's nothing that really makes me want to go with the funded trader over a company like MMF or FTMO. Granted, when you've maxed out these two, of course, the next logical step would be to come down here and max out these two. But until these three are done, like I don't see any reason to really go to the funded trader. Now moving on, and this is a bit of a newer one for me, but this is good old first class Forex funds. Now I am funded with these guys a decent amount, and I have been paid out by them. But to be honest, I'm gonna have to put it down here in C tier. It's not quite down here in D tier because they do pay, and I have been paid by them a couple of times, but they're just incredibly slow. Their customer service is not great. To be honest, it's just, I feel like they're really trying to be a good prop firm, but they just don't have the back end. They don't have the logistics that actually go into it. And yeah, they're just very slow. They're very slow. Like it takes over a month for your payout to be processed and actually land in your deal account. Trading conditions are pretty good, and they didn't recently switch brokers from 8cap to their own personal servers. But yeah, just all in all, simply because of the time it takes to be paid, it has to be C tier. I would put it in D tier, but they do actually pay, so it's not a scam company like Funding Talent. But yeah, honestly, besides from that, if they just simply sped up their customer service, if they were able to get it to a point like MMF or FTMO where you get a reply instantly and the customer service are on it, I would definitely put it in B tier. But just simply because they just take too long, it has to stay down here in S tier. Now coming here to True Forex Funds. True Forex Funds again would have to be an A tier prop firm. It is definitely up there with FTMO and MMF. It was at the moment one of my top three, hence why it's up here. Again, very nice trading conditions, very quick payouts, very reliable prop firm. Again, there's not really too much I can say about TFF. One of the main benefits behind TFF is their phase 1 and their phase 2. I believe it's only actually an 8 and 5% profit target, and they also have only 5 minimum trading days, which is great. Literally the exact same as MMF. So you get pretty quick turnaround, you get pretty good trading conditions. You only have 8 and 5% to make, and also your default profit split is 80-20, which is also pretty good. I believe it's 5% higher than what you start off with MMF. I think MMF, your first split is 75-15 to my knowledge. I can't really recall, but again, TFF definitely go with prop firm up there with the top three. Now moving on to Secure the Bag. Now if you don't know what this is literally a new prop firm that Swaggy C just dropped. I believe it was like yesterday or the day before. Now I did have really high hopes for Secure the Bag because Swaggy was talking about a 96% payout and some other crazy stuff that he was going to add, but surprise he kind of made it seem better than it was. And if you actually look at the Secure the Bag website, it's really not that great. The only real benefit to Secure the Bag would be the 96% payout. However, you don't get that on the first month. I believe it's like 3 or 4 months into being profitable with Secure the Bag. They'll compound your account. So similar to what FTMO do. Each time you make a profit split, they increase the profit split up until 90-10. So Secure the Bag pretty much do the same thing, but they eventually increase it to 96%. But again, in my opinion, if you've been profitable for like 4 or 5 months on a specific prop firm, you're really not concerned about an additional 6% profit over FTMO. Like it really doesn't change your life. Nothing's really happening. And like in order for me to actually not get more funding with FTMO or not get more funding with MMF or TFF, like it would have to be a major benefit to switch prop firm. And simply speaking, Secure the Bag just doesn't do that. It's pretty much all the same trading requirements. He does give you an additional 5 days in your phase 1 and phase 2, but realistically, like what's 5 days actually going to do for your trading? When have you ever lost a challenge over 5 days? Again, some of you may have, so this may be the prop firm for you. But again, I don't see any major benefits to Secure the Bag over all the others. And to me, it just seems like a cookie cutter prop firm that he's made, just to kind of capitalize off of the audience. And again, nothing wrong with that. I'm sure a lot of people are going to make a lot of money with these prop firms, and I probably will get an account with Secure the Bag shortly. I may pass one for YouTube, but just for the time being, it just doesn't seem like super appealing over the others. Now, it's not down here at C tier, even though no one's really been paid out from this now, and no one's currently funded. Like I'm sure it's Swaggy C. Like this guy's been around for a while. I'm sure he's not doing anything shady. So we're gonna have to probably update this at some point in the future. But for now, it's right here in B tier. Now, last but not least, we've got good old Leveled Up Society. Now, this is run by FX Alex G and Lambert Rayul. And again, in my opinion, there's just nothing that really stands out about this prop firm. Like they don't have crazy trading conditions. They don't have like super low trading requirements to pass the phase 1 and phase 2. It's a pretty standard prop firm, innit? Like in my opinion. And again, I don't want to like deform. I don't know if that's the word, but I don't want to say something if I don't know it's completely factual. But I low-key think these guys are like a white label prop firm, innit? I don't think they've properly got everything set up. I think they're just white labeled it. Which again, nothing really wrong with that, and they are paying out, and a lot of people have made payouts from Level Up Society and stuff. But again, same argument with Secure the Bag. It's just simply, why would you switch from one of these 3 prop firms to go for Level Up Society? Like, there's nothing specifically about Level Up Society that would make you switch from these top 3 prop firms in it. And again, that's the way that I view it. Granted, if you had all of these maxed out, if you had max allocation for FTMO, MMF, True Forex, and then E8, and then the funded trader, maybe, okay, sure, you can go ahead and get one of these 2. But like, until that is done, like, I just don't see why you would go for a slightly worse prop firm, or a prop firm that hasn't been as well established as these other 3, if you see what I'm saying. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know which prop firms I missed and what you thought about the ranking and where I've actually put them.